ago. We did the first one. It was actually the idea of our good friend Brent Pass, Porky. When Joel Mooch first got diagnosed with cancer, we wanted to do something to both raise some money to help him out with the inevitable costs, but also to celebrate life and to honor all of those that are fighting cancer and dealing with this horrible disease. So we did our first Pay It Forward paddle in Santa Cruz, and it was a great success, and we had a great time. Porky's not really very involved in NCK anymore, just because he has a lot of stuff going on with his family, but I've talked to him, I talk to him all the time, and I know he's really proud and happy with how it's blossomed and continued and grown and gotten better and better every year. And a lot of that has been through the help of NCKA, obviously, through the help of Joel and his family, and through the help of a few individuals known as the A-holes. The way you can recognize the A-holes is they'll probably be the drunkest ones at the party. Not me! But also the ones cooking and serving the best food, and giving the biggest hugs and wearing the biggest smiles.
Hey, can you name all the A-holes, please?
Can I name all the A-holes? That's a tough question.
Are you an A-hole?
There's some people that are obvious A-holes, and some people that are on the fringe of the A-holes. But either way, if you're an A-hole, you know you're an A-hole. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So this year, it's been a tough year in a lot of ways for a lot of people. Joel's health has fluctuated immensely. When I saw Joel the last time I saw Joel, I was very concerned. And today when I saw him, I was so happy, and it brought tears of joy to my eyes to see how well he was doing. And I'm so thankful. I really think that's a testament to the power of love and good vibes and friendship and positive energy that we as a community and the community of Joel's family and friends have put forth. Because regardless of medicine that was doing the best it could when I saw him last, things were not looking well. And then I saw the incredible outpouring of emotion and love since then, and to look at Joel now standing and talking and hanging out and making fun of me, it's awesome. And I love it. So I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys for everything that you do on a daily basis, thinking about Joel and sending positive energy out there to help him in his battle. I asked Joel if he wanted to say a few words, and he prefers to have his sister say a few words, just because it's overwhelming sometimes to speak in front of a large group of people, and I don't like it either. So we're going to have Rachel do it. So I'm going to pass the mic briefly over to his sister, Rachel.
Well, I'm also overwhelmed, so I'm going to make it short. So on behalf of my brother, he wants to thank everyone for your well wishes, prayers and visits, and all this for a good cause. And thank you so much. That's all I can say.
We love you!
All right. So the concept of Pay It Forward is, there's multiple aspects of it. One aspect is all getting together to celebrate life, because life can be fleeting, as we see with people who get diseases like cancer. And for anybody who's been out in the water on a Pay It Forward paddle, some of you couldn't make it out today, but you've been out before, you see how we bond together and how we enjoy the moment and how we just celebrate being out there and being alive and enjoying this wonderful thing that we call kayak fishing. Even if you just have a rod out on the back of your kayak and you're just drinking a beer, you're still kayak fishing, which is great. So that's one of the aspects. The other aspect is trying to raise some money to help individuals out who are going through this tremendous battle. So this morning we had an incredible kayak paddle. We all paddled out, or the people who did paddle out, we paddled out about 2 miles, and we caught some fish, and we lost some fish, and we drank some beverages, and we raised toasts, and we also took a moment, I wouldn't say a moment of silence, took a moment to think and to recognize and to send positive energy out to Tyler, Bigfoot's son, who is fighting his own fight right now. And we made a point to say, we're here right now, we're all going to stop and think and send positive energy out into the universe for Tyler. So I wanted to do like a moment of silence, but people told me that's not appropriate, and so we did a moment of celebration. And I thought that was more appropriate, so it was good. And so we had a great time on the water today, and the second part of Pay It Forward is to really see what we can pay forward. You know, we all have possessions, and we all can create things, pieces of art, Kahlua, moonshine. We can look in our garage and say, you know what, maybe I don't need that spinning reel anymore. You know, and if you take a chance and you look up here, this incredible array of stuff, you'll see the people that have dug deep and have spent time in the workshop creating handmade gaffs or pieces of art, or saying, you know what, let me go to my local tackle shop and see if they can, you know, give me, you know, a fishing crate or whatever. Or in the case of the grand prize, let's see if I can give up a beautiful $1,000 plus kayak and fish finder and GPS and see. To me, it's overwhelming and humbling that somebody like Daniel has enough love in their heart for anybody to do that. And it almost makes me feel, I don't want to say ashamed, but I'm in awe of somebody that has that much love in their heart to be able to say, you know what, this possession could be served for, could serve for a better cause. So I just want to take a moment and just say, give an applause for Daniel Shen.
Just like Daniel, he's humble somewhere. Just
Sexiest guy.
So we're just gonna wait 1 second while we bring the humble guy hiding in the back.
Yeah, he's hiding somewhere. He's hiding somewhere.
So just so you know the background of how this all transpired, we've been working all year to try and find a grand prize fitting for an event like this. In the past years, we've been lucky to have donations. Excuse me, too many beers. Donations from various kayak companies, including our very own Jim Martin from Santa Cruz Kayaks last year. And that's just the way it is, and we struggled this year, and at the last moment Daniel just stepped up and said, you know what, I can do this, and it amazed me, and my jaw dropped, and I love this guy. So I'm just gonna let him say, I know he won't say very much, but here oh wait, he needs to take a shot first. Oh, McAllen? I didn't know it was McAllen. All right, Daniel, just when you know.
Well, to be honest,
No, mic up.
I'm very speechless. As I told Joel, you know, some of my greatest friends I have are actually through this forum. Can you hear me now? I spoke to Joel and told him, you know, some of the greatest friends that I have come through here. And I'm looking around, and each and every one of you guys have made a big difference in my life. And I know all of us have to contribute that through Joel also, who has become one of our greatest brothers. Through you guys, my life has found some peace and joy, for sure. And without that, I know my life would be hectic. But in the end, you know, I always remember those that have always showed love and support. And you guys have done the best for that, not just for me, but for everyone, you know. And I look forward to continue to seeing NCK grow into a greater brothership, into a greater thing. And through all that, you know, we all know.
Oh, I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
I am Andy. Fishmaster. You don't know me? You don't want to know me. Hey, check it out. This is the deal. Love all you guys, man. You guys make NCK, PIF. You guys make it. Just, I'm gonna probably cry right now, so I'll leave it at that.
Cry. Go ahead. Go ahead and cry.
Okay, one last round of stuff before we get to the raffle. I just want to acknowledge the people who have, and I'm gonna forget somebody, and so that person's gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna try and do my best. Acknowledge the folks that have been really helping out Joel in the past few months. And the first person I want to acknowledge is his sister, who has been an incredible force. And I'm so thankful that she's there all day, every day to help him out. So thank you, Rachel. The second person is this guy over here, Glenn G. Wiz. It's gonna sound bad. When I first met you, was like, that guy's crazy. But you know, you get to really understand people and know people through their actions, and the actions that Glenn has shown me and Joel and everybody else in this community in the past, 5-6 months. It's been amazing. He's been there almost every single day, making sure that Joel is, has what he needs, and if there's something going wrong, he communicates to people in the community about what the issue is, and we work together to try and figure it out. And I just wanted to say thank you to Glenn.